A minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Mayfield now. Yeah, he's got it.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 13. He's checking. Crash. Hey, report.
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a 2nd down. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Second and 10.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw, Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes left side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Mayfield.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
James Prochet to return it.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Switch up, switch up. 51.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And got his man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 28. Yeah.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Prochet to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 10? And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score 42.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return is Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Takes it at the 7.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Hey, middle. Check.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
51 Watch the pass. 51.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Watch the run. 51's the mic.
Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Running the jet sweep, Landry, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Crochet to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Able to slither by. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe. Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Yeah, not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next score, Browns 59, Ravens 56.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. Flush to his right.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Mayfield. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that